moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week, they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. This defense for the Jags, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. I check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 11 carries, 65 yards. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And that is incomplete. On the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
4th down. Here's Lawrence being chased out left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Lawrence forced out to his left. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. Lawrence. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2, so I would agree with you totally.
No escape from Locke, and he'll go down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. This defense for the Jags, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And some room to maneuver. There he goes, left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 64 yards. And the Broncos are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance.
So under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. We'll run it now with Robinson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll run here with Robinson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
up. But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Here's Lawrence. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On 1st down, Williams. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they got themselves a first down. Now Locke. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Here's Locke. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it's going to be second down. Throwing now is Locke. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Locke now to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An ideal beginning of the drive there, as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now Lawrence. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. To throw again on second down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Again, it's Lawrence. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe. Yeah,
go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
K.J. Hamler returning it. And not much happening on the return, as he'll get this to about the 23. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we're at halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 20. Yard line just across the 25. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
The pass to Brown as he holds it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. run on first down. It's Robinson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Lawrence. Rolling to his left. Finding room inside the 40. And he's got room. And he gets this one down to the 24. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Robinson. Trucks over him. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And quickly, they get to the line. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it with Williams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him so far. Working with a 2nd and 4. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. from the gun. It's Locke. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself, and this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4 touchdown passes, carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Now, last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And Sharp hauls it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Lawrence to Chark, first down, Jacksonville. Steps away to his left. And he rifles one incomplete. Laviska Chenault, the intended target. And it's second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Minshew sets to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was